trying to force me meeting this bitch. I don't have to meet her. I won't do another thing. Call that immature.
All right.
Take care of that stupid ass yourself.
Okay.
Lucky I'm doing this much. That's the blessing.
The blessing is to be able to have understanding, forgiveness in your heart.
We have it. I have forgiven you. Otherwise, I would be on with my life happy as hell.
I didn't come here for this.
But I'm just letting you know.
Telling you what the young lady said.
And I'm related.
The streets of Atlanta were packed as the latest problem began to take shape. Drama had been a part of Joc's life all along, but this time it was more dramatic and personal. It all started with an amazing discovery made by Joc. He'd always been economical and well-organized, so he was shocked to learn that his girlfriend, Kendra, had gone too far. As seasoned rapper and reality star with a reputation for being easygoing, Yung Joc was prepared to light a fire. And weeks would pass before anyone knew. Joc thought it was a simple mistake, a technical malfunction, or a math error when he first saw some discrepancies in his accounts. However, as the numbers grew, he saw that the transactions were too deliberate and regular. With someone close to him betraying his trust, Joc made the decision to take matters into his own hands. A man who valued his reputation and his solitude was Joc. Calm of mind, Joc hired a private investigator to look into it, and the investigator had the evidence Joc needed to know the truth in no time. It was shocking what Joc had discovered, but the video was even more harmful. Kendra had been living with him and had access to his money, so it was clear from the video that she was moving large sums of money from his account into her own. Joc had trusted Kendra and thought she was on his side, so this was the most unexpected betrayal he had ever experienced. Side was defrauding him of his money without permission. Knowing that he couldn't keep this to himself and had to face Kendra and the world, Joc was upset but not astonished. After obtaining the footage, he made the decision to release the full version. As the day of reckoning approached, Joc prepared himself for the storm that would come. He was aware that Kendra would not take it lightly, but he was uncertain of her response. The ensuing uproar caught him off guard, and the fans, family, and other participants were shocked. When the video went viral online and the camera panned in on Kendra as she excitedly collected the money, everyone gasped. This theft was deliberate. It was not an accident. Kendra's world came crashing down as she watched the video. She thought that she and Joc were close enough to keep secrets from each other, but Joc felt that the truth was considerably different from what she had imagined. Evident, Kendra had to see this through to completion. Repercussions for her behavior, Kendra was furious and embarrassed that the Joc would hurt her in this way, and the treachery hurt more than the actual theft. It never occurred to her that he would reveal their personal issues to the public. How could he expose her in this manner? Was she not interested in their friendship?
That this DM is in vanish mode. Talking about you fine.
How did you even see that? Did you go through my phone?
So I did. I can go to his page and see when he was in Atlanta and when he was hitting you.
You can never break me. Ever. I'm trying to get some money.
You.
No, you.
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 I'm done with you. You're dead to me. Divorce.
Get the papers. I'm gonna take the high road like I should have done a long time ago.
With flaming cheeks and sparkling eyes, Kendra rushed inside the Joc studio to wreak revenge without any delay. She was angry and thought that the emotional storm inside of her might blow up. "How dare you put me on blast like that?" she shouted as she walked into the room, her voice harsh and poisonous. "Do you really think you can play me this way?" The Joc stood composedly yet determinedly, like he had already readied himself for this. "Kendra, even if I didn't want to, you made me do this. You have been taking from me, and that is intolerable." Kendra's expression was contorted with disbelief. The anger in Kendra's voice was clear. She was upset, ashamed, and angry that Joc had brought their personal issue up for discussion in public. Joc, however, was determined to not back down because her actions were too important to overlook. "Joc, it seems like I took something from you. How long have we been together? We are this. Now you're going to treat me like a city criminal. Since you wouldn't be honest with me, I had to tell you the truth after months of you lying to me. Kendra, it's all over now that you have lied to me and taken money that wasn't yours." Joc's speech was composed but firm. The world knows what you did. Kendra stormed over to him and pointed a finger in his face, furious. After everything we've gone through together, you're going to sit here and give me a lecture on honesty, getting better every time you say it. I'm embarrassed of you now. You believe that such publicity will put things right. Joc's words rang through the air as sharply as 1,000 arrows. Since the foundation of the relationship was betrayal, trust, and respect, Joc refused to allow her to take charge. You had to make the decision. For oneself, a fool, he continued. You thought you would get away with it. Thought I wouldn't catch on, but I did. And now you have to own up to what you've done. As Kendra's voice became louder, Kendra was astonished and angered. She couldn't get Joc's lack of interest and her readiness to show off her imperfections to the world. Numerous emotions were running through her, and she believed this to be an unexpected personal attack. Sure, she had lied to him, but not in the way she had expected, she had thought. For a long time, Shame J stared down at her without saying anything. Kendra, you didn't assist us. You must now deal with the fallout from what you stole from us. With her fists clenched, she paced back and forth. Joc, do you honestly believe I intended to harm you? Do you believe I was merely having fun stealing? You turned everything against me, even though I tried to help you and us. This is how you put me in danger. The sorrow that Kendra had overreacted was as weighty as her anger, and the tension in the room was palpable. However, Joc had made the effort to make sure she knew about it. Her efforts had a real impact and a wide-ranging impact. Kendra could sense her rage being repressed even though the walls were closing in. The gathering was now in a headlock, and there was no turning back from the fact. He remained steady even though he knew that everything would change at this moment. Despite Kendra's obvious betrayal, he wasn't sure whether their love could survive the harm.
What good do you feel can come out of that?
I got grown kids.
Okay.
So it's very important.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The you lucky you got him. Okay, bitch, wait.
You don't
You're gonna force me meeting this bitch. I don't have to meet her. I won't do another thing. Call that immature.
All right.
Take care of that stupid ass yourself.
Okay.
Lucky I'm doing this much. That's the blessing.
The blessing is to be able to have understanding, forgiveness in your heart.
We have it. I have forgiven you. Otherwise, I would be on with my life happy as hell.
I didn't come here for this.
But I'm just letting you know.
I'm telling you what the young lady said,
And I'm relaying back.
The latest conflict was beginning to take shape, and the streets of Atlanta were bustling with activity. Joc's life was filled with drama as usual, but this time it was heartbreaking and more intimate. It all started with an amazing discovery made by Joc. Even though he had always been well organized and had always been economical with his money, he had failed to anticipate that his girlfriend, Kendra, had gone too far, and now everything was going to explode up in his face. A seasoned rapper and reality star with a reputation for being easygoing, Yung Joc was prepared to light a fire. Joc had been concerned for weeks about certain inconsistencies in his accounts because he was a man who had equal importance for his privacy and peace of mind. When the numbers increased, he understood that someone close to him was betraying his confidence, even if at first he felt it might have been a technical fault or a mistake. Joc made the independent decision to employ a private investigator to look into the matter. Even more damning was the fact that the video showed Kendra, who had been living with him and had access to his money, moving large amounts of money from his account into her own. Joc wasted no time in acquiring the evidence he needed to support his claims. It was the trail Joc had never seen before. Even though he had trusted Kendra, the woman he thought was on his side was cheating on him. Despite his injuries, the athlete knew he couldn't keep this to himself and had to face it. After obtaining the footage, he made the decision to reveal everything to Kendra and the entire world. As the day of reckoning approached, Joc prepared himself for the storm that was on its way, knowing that Kendra would not tolerate it. Everyone engaged in the incident, including fans and family members, was glued to their screens when Joc published the video because he was unprepared for the turmoil that would ensue. The footage was posted online.